Well, good morning and greetings. Introduction to Business students. This is Mr. D set. This is week number 5 in our 14 week, or I'm trying to think, 18-week course here in Chaffey College. I don't remember how long it is. But week 5. So we're going to be looking at the subject of entrepreneurship, starting and managing your own business. This is an exciting topic, and there's a great little entrepreneurial assessment that I'll have you take, and you'll give me your feedback on. It'll kind of tell you whether or not you have the skills it requires to be an entrepreneur or what you would need to develop if you need to. So I think you'll enjoy doing that. But we're going to be looking at this topic, and I think we're getting close to we just finished our first module last week, so we're actually just starting our second module in this course. And we're going to start looking more at, we looked at forms of business, and now we're looking at entrepreneurship, and we're going to be looking at structuring your business internally with things like, org charts and all that kind of stuff in the coming weeks, as well as leadership and human resources. So some exciting topics ahead. I'm going to stop sharing this screen, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen of our course in Canvas. So here we are on the home page, of course, and we are in module number 2, which started actually last week. And so we're looking at chapter 4 last week, chapter 5 this week. So again, read the chapter here. You can read right here in Canvas, or you can go to OpenStax and read it there. There's a PowerPoint for this chapter, so you might want to review that. Then you have your check-in assignment on chapter 5. So I think there's 3 questions on entrepreneurship. One of them has to do with some of the characteristics required to be an entrepreneur, so you might want to consider that. And you can actually find out whether or not you have those characteristics by taking this entrepreneurial assessment. I will preface that by saying, however, that I know these assessments are not 100% accurate, and I'm sure there's probably some very successful entrepreneurs that would fail on this, or be shown that they wouldn't have the qualities that it takes, and yet they're successful. So it's not, this isn't gospel, this isn't truth. This is just a nice starting point to kind of see where you're at and cause you to look at yourself a little bit, because there is an aspect of entrepreneurship where the entrepreneur is very much a part of the overall success of the business. So make sure the idea is there, and the laying the foundation of the business is there, but the entrepreneur himself or herself is extremely valuable to the success of the business. So take that assessment. You're also going to be continuing the new discussion post that you just started. Where do good ideas come from? And so I'll be commenting on some of those during the week, but make sure you at least make your initial post, and then you have a few weeks to comment on other students. And then you have your quiz number, chapter 5. So make sure that you complete the quiz. You can take it up to 3 times, as I've mentioned before, and it'll always keep your highest score. So all right, that's pretty much it for this week. Again, next week we're going to actually move into management and leadership, so that'll be exciting. And then in a few weeks, we'll be looking at business structures, motivating employees, managing human resources. Right here, when you start getting into world-class operations, and you get into marketing after that. So yeah, that's the next couple of weeks. You're going to focus more on the internal structure and leadership aspects of your organization. So all right, well, have a great week. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to meet with you in Zoom, or we can handle it over text or email. Happy to help, so please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Until next week, have a great week. You will see me again on video next week. Thanks so much.